We are here with Dr. Burhan celebrating Eritrea's 30th Independence Day, right?
That's right.
And we are, we had you a week ago and, we talked about Habesha, but today we are here to talk about how does it feel to have a 30-year anniversary, because that's a big number.
It is. 30 years is a long time, but to be independent, to see the people, the country attain independence is also something that couldn't be taken that easily, especially for people like me who grew up under different circumstances.
Yes.
So the struggle, start and continue for 30 years.
Yes.
You're talking about a total of 60 years now.
Yes, sir.
So it's a continuum, 30 plus 30. This is unusual. For me, I consider myself to be very lucky because a lot of my friends are no more here,
Yes.
to celebrate this. But this is a remarkable moment in Eritrean history also, because what happened was the last 20 years were actually spent not only defending its independence,
Yes.
but at the same time, try to do the lay down the foundation for future social and economic development also. So now the country is ready to go full blast into economic development, growth, and improvement of or modernization of the administrative structure and everything.
Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Me and my friend Myron, Eric, we want to do this because it's a big deal to celebrate Independence Day. At least for me, I could say, right? It's very important that we celebrate regardless where we stand, regardless if we are happy with the situation that we in. You said the 30 years of struggle plus the issues that we had after independence. We constantly had a struggle, and we've been sanctioned so many times. Now, do you think that it would be better? And do you think that sanction and all that stuff is going to be overlooked and we would never have this issue? Do you think it's time for Eritrea to be a sustained country without any distraction?
I don't think so. Those distractions, even the last couple of weeks, last 2 months, we have seen different types of impediments, cropping up.
Yes.
There are a large number of institutions, governments, and people who are not happy to see countries like Eritrea grow up and influence other countries and people in their environment. There are bigger issues involved here.
Yes.
Autonomy, independence, real independence, asserting one's independence. And we all know that the whole continent of Africa nominally is independent.
Yes.
But economically, they are actually enslaved by the former European colonizers.
Yes.
And so if these African countries start asserting their independence, looking after their own people's interests,
Yes.
then the European countries are going to lose. They are surviving up to now because of the exploitation opportunities they had over African resources. Eritrea represents a flickering light, but nevertheless a persistent light that wouldn't go out. It cannot be snuffed off.
Awesome.
And it shows the way
Africa
should go to ensure prosperity for its own people.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what real independence is for Eritrea.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know what? You nailed it. I love it. I love your energy. I love your positivity. I think we need to be positive and see what will happen, because right now, I think we're very close on a lot of aspects and a lot of ways of just celebrating and enjoying what it means to be Eritrean, and the feeling also. Every independence for me is I just remember to celebrate. Celebration is very important. We all should celebrate regardless of what happens or where we're going with this, because we are Eritrean. A lot of people have paid, for us to do this. They shed their blood so we can have a country. To me, as an Eritrean American, I'm proud to be Eritrean, because I know that a lot of my friends didn't have that chance or didn't have that choice to call themselves after a country or associate themselves with a country, because they don't have that. We know that. We know the struggle that we face in America as colored men and women, right? So for me and everybody else, the youth, I think we all just want to have that identity that is very important. And for you guys to pass it down to us and for us to carry it down, I love that. I'm very passionate about that.
Yes, this is the least that we could do. Share our experience, our views, but at the same time also inculcate in you the feeling of obligation to pass or share this feeling with other people like you.
Yes.
African Americans, oppressed people in the United States itself, other African countries, African youth. You got to share this information with them. We used to do it way back, during the start of the years because of the association we had and the communication we had, with different groups. But it was not that much successful. But you have a better opportunity now because the world is changing. There is no unipolar power base that can control the world. There are different sources of power, bases of power that could somehow be useful in terms of promoting these ideas to other people, to other African people also. So you have a more obligation now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I definitely do. Thank you so much. Before we wrap it up, is there anything you'd like to share with us?
I want you to pay attention to what's going on. The game is not over yet for us.
Yes.
The enemies that were bent on destroying us right away, our neighbors, they have been crushed. But the bigger masters that manipulate and operate and finance, these groups are still active. And we have to be very attentive and we have to get united. We have to explain the situation to primarily other Eritreans who may not see the situation the same way we do.
Yes.
A lot of them, get disappointed because the country didn't make this much economic progress.
Yes.
But they have to understand that, in order to fight this huge, monstrous enemy that was supported by the superpower of the world, the United States primarily, and Europe, and that handicapped the Eritrean government by imposing the sanctions that you mentioned earlier, by forbidding or preventing Eritrea from importing or buying the weapons that it could, to operate simply as an independent country in the international financial market. They couldn't.
Yes.
So they had to find ways of surviving. And not only did they survive, they beat that enemy, completely crushed it, obliterated it. And now liberated also Ethiopia in a way. So we have to look at it from that positive point of view. And hopefully Ethiopia from now on, the young people, Ethiopians, will also realize the situation and join the club,
Yes.
We're going to be a tremendous force. There is an alliance now, the way I see it, between Ethiopia, Somalia, and Eritrea. And pretty soon, probably some other countries also might join them. And this is a very important bloc. This is a very important movement. And I hope this will be the nucleus out of which, the entire African Union is also going to evolve into.
We hope so.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Dr. Berhe. You've been an awesome guy, just feeding us wisdom, and we appreciate for your time. And thank you so much.
You're most welcome. It's my pleasure.
Better Kid, what's up, man? BK?
I'm good, Mike. It's nice to see you, man.
How's it going, man?
It's going well,
Independence Day, man. What is it like for you? What type of feeling do you have today?
Well, Independence Day is a special day for us, We've sacrificed so many.
Yes, sir.
It's 30 years, so that's a long time.
Yes.
But for me, Independence Day means all those people that paid prices, sacrificed. Yes. It's their sacrifice that we are here, that we made it through.
Yes.
And then, how Eritrea is going with all the opposition, with all this from the Western country, with but we still smile and survive, and so that makes it a beautiful day.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's for all of us, man. It's just a spirit of Independence Day. It's amazing. It's an awesome feeling to have for us being an Eritrean American. It's a big deal for us. We just want to be able, just like the way you guys are passing it down, and we want to pass it down to the next generation. And we doing this just because we want to bring that barrier with the youngs and the adults and bring them together and have some understanding, because there's a lot of miscommunication as well, misinformed about who should celebrate, who shouldn't celebrate, and everyone is entitled of their opinion. But at the end of the day, like you said, our people paid many sacrifices for us to have this day. And where do you see Eritrea in the next 30 years?
In the next 30 years, we came this far because of what was written way back before the independence.
Mm-hmm.
So far, as an Eritrean, with the strong government leadership,
Yes.
Whatever the outline they had, so far we've made it through. And I'm pretty sure the next 30 years is going to be one of the top countries because of how the resources, how the human resources is being built.
Yes.
With how it's been non-corruption.
Mm-hmm.
All the leadership that you see in there, they still sacrifice.
Yes.
And then they're, if you notice, they're training young people to take over, actually. There's like over 500 of them that have already taken the offices.
Okay.
They're actually showing them in some of the area TV programs.
Okay.
So the barrier is actually slowly but surely, it's being passed on to the young generation. So this is something that makes you proud, that makes you for sure that Eritrea is going to be where it needs to be in the next 30 years. There's no doubt. We're still paying a price for it. Still, as of today, we're being tried, tested, but we're still going to go through it. And then whatever is asked of us, we'll, we're ready. We're ready
Support.
to
Support in every way you can.
Exactly.
Understand. Okay. Well, thank you for your time. It's an awesome day, and especially with you guys and just being here and having the spirit of Independence Day. It's a lot for us, just as in my friends as well, Americans who don't have, the opportunity or the chances to have a country that they can claim like us. It's a flattering to me to be Eritrean is a big deal, and we should not just take it easily or lightly because of our own opinions or because of how we should feel politically. Right. And
so, I mean, I wanted to appreciate first the young people, such as you. Mm-hmm. This is not an easy task. We need the young ones to to participate.
Yes.
Someone in your age and the young ones, they need to take advantage. Okay. Yes. So what we don't want to forget is there is an Eritrean American. Okay. Mm-hmm. That American side also. Yeah. They need to get educated about the laws, and then as an American, you have the right to speak, to protect your country also. Yes. As an American, you have the right to tell about Eritrea because that's also your country. Exactly. That's how this country is built.
Exactly.
So as an African American, as an Eritrean American, the young ones need to take the responsibility and then work on it. And then the other thing is visiting Eritrea is the only way they will understand what Eritrea is like. Not to listen to all this negative publicity, because we are being a good example to others.
Exactly.
And then the Western countries are always against that. So you will see more opposition. You will see more against Eritrea being written because the interest, they're after the interest. But Eritrea is for Eritrea, and then with the cooperation of everyone that wants to work with it. But we're not going to give in. We're not going to kneel down to anyone that's an outsider. And we believe all human beings are created equal, which means Eritrea is equally just like the rest of it. So we can be partnership, but no one should think they're above us and then try to tell us how to run our business.
BK, thank you so much, man, for your time, and enjoy your evening, all right? Have a good time. Celebrate. Don't forget to celebrate now.
Sir.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. What's up?
Hey,
How you doing?
I'm good.
I know we're here at the park celebrating Independence Day, 30th, Eritrea. How do you feel about it?
Feel proud of our country, and we've gotten this far. And
Oh, yeah?
it's just like that many years. Like that's crazy.
So is the number 30, is that a big deal for you?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Why is that?
It's just like I feel like I don't know. I mean, we hit 20 years and
Yes.
then we hit 30 years, but it's just like I don't know. It's just something about it.
Yeah.
We got this far, so yeah.
And you know what they said too, every 30 years, history repeats itself.
Yeah.
So we don't want it to repeat itself, but we want to prosper, right?
Yeah.
We want to have more growth. We want to be more united.
Right.
We want to bring the gap between the adults and the youth, and just be able to celebrate. It's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you can talk.
Okay. My name is Arina Verakats. I'm 14.
Eritrean American.
I'm Eritrean American. When it comes to community stuff, I'm really active. You'll find me at these community events, and yeah, just really proud and stuff. Yeah.
30 years, it's a big deal. And, just celebrate, have a good time. And let your friends know about it too. It's how important it is to participate, to contribute around whatever we can. Whatever skills you have, bring it along, and help each other out.
Yeah.
And share information. Don't be shy about it. I mean, it's good to be shy, but you should have limit to everything you do, right?
Right.
So just enjoy your day and have a good time. Just celebrate. Thank you for your time. We appreciate you.
Well, I'm here at the park because it's an anniversary of Eritrea. And then, we have to support our country.
Yes.
And, we love our country. But, there's been stuff going on there. Not great and all. That's why we're here. But we still support our country because, we love it. We were born there. Has a lot of stuff that American doesn't have. But, it's cool.
I appreciate that. So you were born in Eritrea or here?
I was born in Eritrea.
How old were you when you came here?
I was like 7 because in Eritrea, I left there when I was 4. I had to travel through other countries to get here.
Okay.
Yeah, my
You're
dad.
Ethiopia.
Huh? Yeah,
Ethiopia.
I went to Sudan and
Oh,
Ethiopia,
wow.
traveled there.
So you know what it feels like, even though you were young,
Yeah,
you know what it feels to be Eritrean.
yeah, I do. I talk to Gwinnett with my mom and dad at home.
How important is that to you? How important is that knowing you're native?
It's very important because once I'm gonna go back to Eritrea and see my grandma and other relatives.
Wow.
So, and they don't speak English, so I have to remember my language to talk to them. And I love my grandma. She used to always raise me, so.
Look toward
yeah.
the camera a little bit. Appreciate it. But you're good. I appreciate you, man. You're awesome. You're an awesome guy. And you?
I'm here because we need to support the community of Eritrea,
yes.
and it's the 30th Independence Day of Eritrea's. Since Ethiopia used to terrorize Eritrea,
Yeah.
we got independence. So this is the 30th anniversary, and we need to support our community, and that's why I'm here.
You're awesome. All of you guys are just awesome kids, man, with great ideas. And I love what you said. Keeping your native tongue. Because you know that if you lose it, it's going to be harder for you to gain it, to be able to communicate with your relatives and your grandmother and grandfather, whoever is back home, right? That's very impressive. That ideology to me, is very, very fascinating, and I'm proud of you on that, right? Keep doing what y'all do, and I appreciate y'all time. And until next time, y'all, nice to meet y'all. All right, y'all. Why is it important that you support your community?
I think it's important because at the end of the day, you're not going to have anybody else other than your people. So it's important to stick together. And, we come from a people who are really strong, really kind, and are really heroes. So I think it's important to always remember and be with your people.
Of course, acknowledging what it took for us to have this independence in 30 years is very important to all of us, right? That's a great value to have. I appreciate that. And back to you, homie.
And I think for the next generation, we got to carry it on and to support the people. Because when I went back home, it was like a brothership and everyone was together. So I think we need to continue our hard work, show our hard work, and continue this independence for our country.
And you were born here, I'm assuming.
Yes, we were both born here.
Both born here.
Yeah.
And going back home, what was it? Was it culture shocking, or was it exactly what you expected living in America for the first time?
It was different than what I expected. Like when you wake up, you say hi to your neighbors. Everyone's around you. It's like a brother. Like it's a brotherhood, and like you would help anyone out when they needed it. And everyone was just hardworking. It was better than here, I think. So yeah, it was a good experience.
Was it the same thing, or was it a different experience for you, Wintown?
I think it was like different from America. Well, I mean, yeah, it was different, but it wasn't really a shock because, you know, like our parents, like we weren't like isolated from like Eritrean culture and stuff. So it wasn't like that much of a shock, but it was a little different. But seeing like how everybody's like always together and like next to each other and supporting each other was just like a little different. But yeah, it wasn't really like, it was nice.
So what did you take from that?
I would say, like, even though we might not be like the richest people, like in terms of like money and wealth, and yeah, like even though we have like a lot of problems going on or whatever, but we always support each other and we're always like together, and I think that's really important. So.
Yeah, regardless, back home, the same thing for me. For the first time, it was culture shocking. Of course, I didn't expect Eritrea to be where it's at, meaning maybe we not developed as a country, and a lot of people are upset or became opposition because they didn't see the growth that they like to see in 30 years. And that's because of political view, but we're not here to talk on that. We're just here to celebrate Independence Day because it's important that we do it and we pass it down to the next generation. And I appreciate your time and everything else, man. Enjoy and have a good time. And give a shout out to Mike Talks.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to add?
Happy Independence.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
How you doing? What's your name?
My name is Aaron Gabriel Mikhail.
I love that. The full name, bro. That's what I want.
For sure.
So why are you here?
So I'm here to build a grab, you know what I'm saying, see how far our communities progress and see what we, you know, are going to celebrate our independence today, come together as one people, one kind, just with love and harmony and peace, and just to reflect on my culture, you know.
I appreciate that. Speak on that a little bit.
So, you know, being in Atlanta, we got one of the most prominent, you know, Eritrean and Ethiopian communities out there. And so, based upon when we came here, about 25 years ago, Great Migration, you know what I'm saying? We all was at Edgewood over there, you know, doing our thing. So doing that and seeing how far we progress, it's good to see the people that come back and put love back into the community and be able to provide an outlet for us to just be ourselves and to just enjoy one another, even though we got all these things going on in the world. So that's the beauty of the day.
I appreciate that. And who are you, brother?
I'm a Lion Mesfin.
Okay. What does independence mean to you?
Independence means like freedom for like all, including yourself. Like be free to everybody. Like be fair to the world and everything. Yeah, kind of like that.
And of course, to claim a country, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do what you want to do.
And is it this year? Is it any different than any other years, being a 30 years anniversary?
Yeah, it is different because, as what my brother said, everybody progresses and stuff as through life. Even like younger generations and everything too. Soon they'll pass down more and then yeah.
All right, man. Enjoy your night tonight, man. Enjoy it. Eat good food. I think they got cookout. Enjoy yourself, all right? Thank you so much again.
For sure. Appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
So why are you here today?
It's Eritrea Independence Day.
And is that important to you?
Yes.
You Eritrean American?
Yes.
And today, you're here with your whole family and your friends to enjoy your 30 years anniversary, right?
Yes.
How do you feel about it? Are you celebrating? I don't see you doing the dance.
Well, pretty happy.
And why are you happy?
Because I get to spend more time with my family.
And you get to see all your friends, your Eritrean friends, right?
Yes.
That's what you enjoy the most?
Yes.
What else do you enjoy? Food?
Yes.
You get to eat free food.
Yes.
Everything that comes with the whole package of Independence Day, you enjoy it, right?
Yes.
That's good. I'm proud of you. Anything else you'd like to say?
No.
Are you going to give us a shout out? Say Mike Talks.
Mike Talk.
Thank you so much, young lady.
You're welcome.
Audio check. So, what's your name?
Danai.
Nice to meet you. This is Mike Talks, and we here just asking questions. What does it mean for Eritrea to have their 30th independence? What does it mean to us today?
It's my first time, but I love it. Like, it's the best. Yeah.
And why do you love it?
It represents Eritrea, so I mean it's my first time, but actually I love it, so I don't know.
So what do you think about it? It's a lot of people here just enjoying the day. What do you think?
Can I say things?
Okay, you can say it if you want.
So it's I don't know. نايمة جمرة معتي جن اتساب كم زيلو مأكاب وقلب طعم حبستين دقنا رحس بعال إني هنا تيجي لنا.
So thank you so much. I know you have a lot to say, but you look like you're shy on camera.
Thank you. عود نعفش.
Thank you so much. First of all, I just want to take the time to thank you, Eric, for being here with us, just celebrating our 30th independence. It's a big struggle, like we came a long way for us to have a 30 years independence, regardless of what happened, regardless of your opinion. We just need to celebrate. It's very important. For all the listeners out there, regardless if you follow us or you don't, but you need to follow us. It's important that we get together as a community, help each other out. And through this Mike Talks platform that we got going on, we want you to come join us. And if you have any questions or if you have any comments you like, you can find us on Twitter, you can find us on IG, you can find us on Facebook, but most importantly, you can find us on YouTube. We on YouTube, and you can find us through email. Our email is mytalkstv@gmail.com, and our YouTube is Mike Talks, and all other platforms are all Mike Talks. So you can find us more. We'd be happy to hear from you. And I just want to say one thing. I'm very blessed to call myself Eritrean, to have a country, to have a nation. I'm grateful for that, and I want to thank everybody else that joined me, my boy Myron and everybody else. And I just want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you so much. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other, all right? Thank you.